The door burst open so hard it slammed against the wall, and the music inside the wedding hall stuttered before dying completely. Everyone turned. A woman stepped in, dressed in soft pink, not bright, not loud, just enough to stand out against the sea of black suits and glittering gowns. Her heels clicked sharply on the tiled floor as she walked forward, calm and unhurried, as if she hadn't just shattered the mood of the room. Chairs scraped, glasses froze midair, whispers rippled like a sudden wind. Is that? No way. She looks the same. The bride's smile slipped. Her fingers tightened around her bouquet. The groom leaned toward her, confused. Who is that? The bride didn't answer. Her face had gone pale. The woman in pink stopped near the back row and turned slowly, her eyes scanning the room. She looked young. Not young for her age, just young. Smooth skin, steady posture, clear eyes. Someone near the aisle whispered, "She hasn't aged." Another voice responded shakily, "She can't be the same woman." An older man shook his head. "I saw her when I was a teenager. She looked like that." The silence stretched uncomfortably until the officiant cleared his throat and tried to continue. But the magic was gone. The ceremony dragged on under a thick cloud of distraction. Eyes kept drifting backward. Murmurs refused to die. The woman in pink sat quietly, hands folded, expression unreadable. She smiled once when their eyes met, then looked away. After the ceremony, the hall buzzed with tension. "That's the pink lady," someone said near the buffet table. "My grandmother talked about her. She lived here before I was born. She attended my parents' wedding." A young woman laughed nervously. "You're all exaggerating." An elderly woman snapped, "Then explain her face." The laughter died. Across the room, Daniel stood frozen, staring. His chest felt tight. He hadn't planned to come to this wedding. He almost stayed home. But now, seeing her, he knew why he was here. He walked toward her before he could stop himself. "Excuse me," he said. She turned. His heart skipped. It was her, exactly as he remembered. "You probably don't remember me," Daniel said, his voice low. She studied him for a second, then smiled softly. "Daniel." His breath caught. "You remember." "I remember all the children on Orchid Street," she replied. "That was 35 years ago," he said. "Yes. And you look—" He stopped himself. "You look the same." She didn't deny it. People nearby pretended not to listen, but they were hanging on to every word. "People are scared," Daniel said. "They've always been. But now it's louder." She nodded. "Fear grows when questions go unanswered." "So answer them," he urged. "Tell us how this is possible." Her eyes darkened. "Some answers don't bring peace." Before he could push further, someone grabbed his arm. "Daniel, leave her alone," his aunt hissed. "That woman is not normal." The pink lady met his aunt's gaze. "Neither is grief," she said quietly. The words lingered long after she walked away. The rumors had been around for decades. At first, she was just admired. Beautiful, polite, always dressed in pink. She helped neighbors, smiled at children, kept to herself. Then time passed. Others aged. She didn't. Teenagers she once tutored returned as parents. She still looked like their older sister. People joked about skincare, then stopped joking. Church elders prayed when she passed. Market women avoided her stall. Children were warned not to follow her home. Still, she stayed. Then one night, she collapsed on the sidewalk. Someone screamed. A crowd formed. By the time the ambulance arrived, whispers had already begun. At the hospital, doctors stared at her test results. "This doesn't make sense," one muttered. "She's biologically in her late 20s, another said, "but her records go back 40 years. Silence filled the room. When Daniel visited her, she was awake, staring out the window. "You shouldn't have come," she said. "They think you're cursed," he replied. She smiled faintly. "That's easier than the truth." "What truth?" he asked. She closed her eyes. "I didn't stop aging. I stopped moving forward." He frowned. That doesn't explain. I know. She cut in gently. Sit down. He obeyed. For a long time, she said, I believed time would punish me. Instead, it froze me. Punish you for what? Daniel asked. She hesitated. Her fingers trembled slightly before she clenched them into fists. I love someone, she said, more than my own life. Daniel leaned in. He trusted me, she continued, and I betrayed him. The words came out flat, practiced, like she had rehearsed them in her mind for years. What happened? Daniel asked softly. There was a choice, she said. Love or safety. I chose myself. She swallowed. He died believing I abandoned him. Daniel's throat tightened. And the pink? Her lips quivered. I wore pink the day I walked away. Outside the hospital room, footsteps paused. Someone had been listening. You're saying guilt did this? Daniel whispered. I'm saying I never forgave myself, she replied. I stayed in that moment while everyone else moved on. The door creaked open. A woman stepped inside, eyes red. It was the bride. You came to my wedding, she said shakily. Yes, the pink lady replied. Why? The bride demanded. Why now? The pink lady looked at her. Because you remind me of who I was. Tears spilled down the bride's cheeks. You're my grandmother's sister. The room went still. You disappeared, the bride continued. They said you ran away. I did, the pink lady whispered. The bride took a step closer. She never forgave you. I know. She died still waiting for you. The pink lady's composure finally cracked. She covered her face, her shoulders shaking as years of silence broke free. I was afraid, she sobbed. I thought if I stayed, time would catch me. Daniel stood frozen, heart pounding. The bride wiped her tears. She waited anyway. That night, the pink lady left the hospital. By morning, word spread again. She's gone. Maybe she vanished. Days passed. Then Daniel saw her. She stood outside the old family house, staring at the door. Her posture was different, softer, tired. You came back, he said. She turned, and he gasped. Fine lines traced the corners of her eyes. Her hair looked duller, her face older. She smiled. Time found me. What changed? He asked. I went to her grave, she said. I asked for forgiveness, and I gave it to myself. He nodded slowly. Weeks later, she left town. People still talk about her. Some swear they saw her again, older, smiling peacefully. Others say she disappeared forever. But Daniel remembers the last thing she told him. Time doesn't move for those who refuse to heal. If this story moved you, don't forget to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more powerful stories.